Sorry, guys, একটু প্যারা হচ্ছে. Just give me a sec. Okay. All right, we'll begin. So, welcome to the final class today, guys. I want to thank everyone for doing all of these classes, or not even if you haven't participated in all of the classes, but participating in this journey with us. And this journey, I hope, has been an amazing one so far for you, even if you haven't had an ample amount of time to engage with us, even if you couldn't complete much of the challenges that we have had for you, it's fine. I just want you to realize that you have done something amazing, which is to decide or take this decision to participate in a journey where you want to be better, where you want to reach a better version of yourself, essentially. So I appreciate you for that. And hey, last class, we'll keep it light. I want to thank Nasir as well for essentially participating in this journey with us. He has been an amazing instructor. And I want to thank um, Almighty as well for allowing us the spirit, for giving us the spirit and the energy to keep on doing this. I mean, it has been too long, essentially, but the spirit is still strong because we want to keep this mission strong going forward, because a lot of people do need this platform where they want to become a better speaker, they want to become a speaking hero. All right, so we'll do a batch recap. Our contents, as you can see, we'll essentially recap what we have learned so far. We'll introduce the challenge for today, the tips, and then the challenge structure. Then we'll get into the challenges. Then we'll talk about what's next. How are you graduating out of this batch? Then we'll take feedback from you on how this batch went for you, how this program went for you, and we'll talk about what's next. All right. So what you have learned? What have you learned? So we have learned all the way. We have learned how to introduce ourselves using CRISP, both formally and informally. We have learned how to describe situations, people, places, events, how to describe anything really well in English. We have learned about how to describe things better using adjectives and adverbs. We have learned the power of questions to prolong a conversation, to hold a conversation longer. We have learned how to tell compelling stories using the STAR framework. We have learned how to make brief points or how to make arguments using the PEE framework. We have learned how to debate with somebody using first principles. We have learned how to persuade somebody using first principles. So these are some of the things that we have learned in this session. And there were many things that were not put in terms of frameworks or methods or principles, but it was sheer practice through which you learned a lot of things. It's a lot like driving a car. You read a book, you read methods and points, but then the real practice happens, the real learning happens when you're behind the steering wheel. So I hope that was what the experience was for you in this program. And now, today we'll get into the topic. We'll keep it light this class. We'll keep it about practice as well, just like the other few classes that we have had. So today's speaking challenge is about speaking about a topic for a few minutes straight without any break. And that is a very important skill to have for any impromptu speaker, for any good speaker in general. If you cannot speak at length on a topic for too long, then you cannot call yourself a fluent speaker. You cannot call yourself a near native speaker, even if you're not native. So this last class is perfect because we want to use all of the lessons that we have learned over the past month to participate in this challenge, where we are using everything that we have learned so far to really tease out a topic in spoken English. সো এটা হচ্ছে যে আইএলস এর অনেকটা ইয়ের মতো, আইএলস এর পার্ট 3 এর যে টপিকটা থাকে, যেখানে আমরা পার্ট 2 তে হচ্ছে যে আপনার স্পিকিং প্রম্পট থাকে, স্পিকিং কিউ থাকে, and you're asked to talk about that topic at length for 2 to 3 minutes. You're given some time to prepare, so we'll give you some time to prepare in this challenge as well, but that's essentially the challenge for today, right? So এখানে 5টা টিপ যদি আমি বলি, যে when you don't know about a topic, it's a very daunting thing to even think about. Like, how do you speak about something that you don't know about much, right? But there are hacks here. If you, it's not a method you need to memorize. It's not a framework that you need to remember really well. Just thinking, just common sense that শিখতে পারি। মাঝে মাঝে থাকে না যে আমরা ইচ্ছা টপিক নিয়ে যদি কথা বলতে পারতাম, বিকজ যারা ভালো স্পিকার তারা যে কোনো টপিক নিয়ে সুন্দর কথা বলতে পারে, রাইট? সো এটা কি আমি বলবো, first tip is, the first very important tip is, start with what you know. Don't start with what you don't know. Write one thing sure about, begin there. Use personal experience is always relevant. নিজের লাইফ থেকে যদি আমরা এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে যদি টপিকের সাথে রিলেট করতে পারি, then it's probably one of the best things you can do to speak about that topic, right? You don't need to become a pretentious expert. You don't need to pretend that you know about something. You can just talk about your personal experience relating to that topic, right? And then the next tip is, then you can speak about any topic at length, which we will demonstrate today in this class. For any topic that we are not necessarily familiar with, right? And then next tip, ask yourself 3 questions. Like, what is it? Why does it matter? What do I think about it? Answer all 3 and you have 3 minutes, right? So this is another tip that you can use. I touch fillers. Use fillers like na kore that's a really interesting point. Let me think about this for a second. Let's take a deep pause. You can take even like 3 seconds or 4 seconds pause and visibly think about that topic. That is considered fluency as well sometimes, where you're not using unproductive filters like you are replacing those fillers with productive fillers, where it sounds like your speech is not breaking. You have a contiguous array of words stringing together quite nicely to convey meaning, right? So that's what the objective for this challenge is. Again, this is one of the advanced tips. You don't need to like pressurize yourself with this, but last touch is end with opinion. Opinions are infinite. Even if facts run out, your opinion never does. Anyway, it's my opinion on this topic is, I feel like, I think like opinions are powerful. When we think about talking about a topic for a very long time, we think oh, I need to know facts. I need to Google something. I haven't learned about this, but there will be a lot of situations where you won't be given a computer, where you won't be given Google, where you won't be given AI. So you need to think on the spot. So how do you do that? এই টিপস গুলো আশা করি কাজে লাগবে। So আমরা এই টিপস গুলো আজকে ইউজ করব আজকে চ্যালেঞ্জে। Okay, 3-minute structure, এটা একটা বেসিক স্ট্রাকচার হতে পারে। 15 seconds, what is this topic? You can use what you learned in describing situations, simple description. আমি recommend করব, if you can use the entire period, the entire duration to talk about your experience or your story, then it will serve you well for the speaking challenge, right? Your opinion and why. You can then, after your experience, you can talk about the opinion, your opinion on that topic. Okay. Then you close strong, like what you would like to see or what you learn. So this is a very basic structure that you can follow to complete this challenge. Not necessary that you have to follow it down to the T, but again, it's a recommended structure for today's challenge. Acha. The challenge topics for today are: a person who changed how you think about life, a place in Bangladesh you love and why, your biggest failure and what it taught you, a habit you have that you are proud of, and the best and worst thing about being your age right now. So instructors will demo first. So what we will do is we will talk about each of these topics for 2 to 3 minutes. You don't need to complete the 3 minutes, the entire 3 minutes, but at least 2 minutes you need to talk about it, and we will time you, right? So I'll have a timer on in my phone, and then we can um, see how it goes for you. So what we will do is first demo this as an instructor, and then we will um, throw it to you. Essentially, we'll throw the challenge to you, and then you have to speak about any of these 5 topics yourself, right? So we'll try to do 2 of these challenges today, and then we'll move on to the next section of the class. All right. So আমি আগে যাইতে পারি। I haven't pre-selected any topic, just to demonstrate what you can do to speak about any topic at length. All right. Okay. The topic that I choose is okay. I'll choose the first topic: a person who changed how you think about life. Okay. So I'll start a timer. Okay, I'm starting. The person who changed how I think about life, if I have to name a person like that, I think it would be my mother. The very first thing that I want to talk about my mother is her strength, is her sheer strength in life. You know, when we think about strength, we think about men, steel, courage, tough things, and a lot of things masculine. But to me, surprisingly, strength to me means feminine. Strength to me means what I've seen in my mother, the hardship that she has gone through, the struggles that she has gone through her entire life, and the way she has taken care of her family, the way she has weathered all the storms that have hit us, hit us and our family for as many times as I can remember. That's the person that I want to talk about today in this speaking challenge. It's my mother. And the way she views life is very interesting. She does not take it very seriously. She does not take it very seriously in the sense that she does not take pressure. The way she deals with pressure is with discipline. She thinks about the objective in her life that she has, and her biggest objective is to take care of her family. Then to complete that objective, she thinks about what are the habits that she needs to have in her life. What is the discipline that she needs to instill in her life and the people around her. And of course, her focus. Her sheer focus is a testament of how strong she is, even in the toughest of times where focus can be questioned, where focus can be challenged. And this is how I think she has changed how I think about life. There are many heroes and many mentors that I can name, but I think I think the biggest mentor in my life lives closest to me, right in the home that I live in. And that makes me proud because it's my mom, and I really love my mom, and she continues to keep on teaching me about many things in life. And I think she will continue to keep instilling in me great values that I can take forward in life, even if she passes away someday in the future, which would be a very sad day. I think I can take the lessons that she has imparted on me as a blessing, as something that I will cherish forever. All right, so 2 minutes, 39 seconds. This is something, so what I did was, just to give a recap of what happened, I spoke about my personal experience, right? আমার অনেক মানুষকে চিন্তা করতে হয় নাই যে আমি কার কথা বলবো. I need to sound smart. I need to talk about Einstein, or I need to talk about, I don't know, some country's president maybe, or a famous entrepreneur. It doesn't need to be like that. If you talk about something very personal to you, talk about something that you can relate to. And there was a phase here and there that I made up with when I mentioned my mom, right? I think my voice was croaking here and there as well when I was talking about my mom. And that's natural. And I think that's the kind of energy that you would want when you are speaking about any topic. You would want to seem authentic. You would want to seem original about what you're saying, what you're talking about. Okay, so that was my demo. So I will invite Nasir to do the same. Nasir, whenever you're ready, you can choose any topic that you want to talk about, and you can share your tips on how to talk about any topic impromptu. I think that would be
Sure.
an amazing addition.
Absolutely. Great attempt with your one. I think I was really inspired by how you articulated your vision of your role model, your mom. And it kind of goes to show how you reflect your character. So there is a big learning for all of you to take from this, is that whatever you deliver with while using your words, it actually carries the essence. It should carry your essence of your character, right? With that being said, I think I'll go for the last topic, which is the best and worst thing about being your age right now. Okay, so here it goes. I think being at the age of 31 is kind of funny. It's funny in the sense that you're not too young to be called inexperienced, but you're not too old to feel that sleeping is underrated. What I mean by this is you are kind of in between, in a space and time where you are expected to uphold your responsibilities in a way that everyone can rely on you, but in the inside you'd feel you're still young. In fact, if you were to gauge into my mind, I think you'd see myself as still that 18-year-old guy running around in D block mat in Lalmatia. It's a football field where I practically grew up, and I think I still feel that I'm a young person inside. But if you look at my LinkedIn credentials, you'd see that a very professional and senior guy is suited up and ready to kind of give you a lecture on how career should look like by this age, right? So, working with this kind of a balance kind of makes at sometimes at times of peril, or at times when I am even confused. And that is another confusing part about being at this age, because you don't want to go to someone who would assume you to be very filled with wisdom, and you'd also don't want to go to someone who's probably too young to advise you, right? And that goes to show that you kind of have to be honest about who you are, and be honest about your mistakes, be honest about your strengths and weaknesses. So making friends at this point in time, while it's a bit too late, I would say it's never too late. I think I met someone like Tanvir at a very late stage of my, the journey that I've had so far in my life. And it's never too late to make friends who would kind of be with you, uh, be your guiding light as well. And I think even at workplace, you'd kind of have to have a balance between how you give direction to certain people and also learn. And it could be like you're learning from that same person and giving direction to the same person as well. uh, all depends on um, which bow you're rowing at what time. Meaning that, let's say, if you are taking up on a very serious project and you are expected to lead, make sure you put on that particular mask on your face and be ready to lead everyone. But when it's time to learn, be sure you're the best student. I think that is the best advice that I can give you. By the uh, end of the journey that I've had so far, is that never shy away from opportunities to learn. I think this is something that we sometimes are afraid to do, and we shouldn't ever at all do that. Right? Learning is a part of our lives that will make us champions. And if we ever feel that we're too old to learn certain things, we're too shy, or we're too afraid to approach certain things in life, then it's going to be detrimental to us only, right? With that being said, I think these are the best and worst things about being at my age. And yeah, I just shared my thoughts on what were in my mind. So yeah, Tanvir, you can take it from here.
Amazing, amazing. What a brilliant display
I
of
hope you
impromptu
were all
speaking,
able to
guys.
hear
So,
what I said.
yes, I mean, it was breaking up
Guys, is it?
in the end of the
Mhm.
speech, but was it the same for everyone or was it just me? Shahrukh, Omi, like,
What's
did you
it?
guys
I couldn't hear
hear
you.
Nasir break? Hello,
In
hello.
in the
I think
middle
it was almost okay.
আচ্ছা এটা কি আমার লাইন তাহলে
in the middle it was little break. It was
ওকে ওকে ওকে
breaking. Little.
ওকে ওয়াজন্ট ওকে শুনতে পারছো তো মানে এমনিতে বুঝছো তো শুনবার পুরোটা
Yes,
Oh,
we understand.
I'm sorry if it broke down. I don't know what the issue was. But yeah, moral of
the
the
internet
story is that
খুবই একটা
even if you're too old, it's never too late to learn. I guess that's what I wanted to deliver here.
that was a brilliant speech. I was hearing it very attentively, Nasir. It was a brilliant display of impromptu
Thank you.
speaking as
Thank
always.
you.
You right, so
Thanks.
guys,
Same here.
now we will go to you guys, but the thing is আমি যখন slide present করি I can't see any of you, which is, I want to see you আজকে last class. And let me just paste it in the comments so that we can all see each other. I mean, you can see me, but I can't see you much. So. Okay, so আমি comments দিয়ে দিছি, and there's nothing to look at on the slides. It's just the topics, and you talk about the topics at length. Then পরে আবার slide back করতেছি, but these are the topics. All right. So what we will do is, আমরা I'll stop presenting anything on the screen right now, so that I can look at everyone on my laptop, because my phone or laptop আমার করতে করতে প্যারা হচ্ছে আর কি. All right. Amazing. All right. Cool. So how do you feel, everyone? Do you think you're ready to do this? So your job is to pick a topic and let us know right now. You could let us know in the comments, or you can just speak up and say, note down for that topic. And then you can take 1 minute to prepare for this. Actually, you know what? 1 minute, Nani. Just talk about that topic, whatever comes up. Remember, the whole point of this exercise is how you talk about any topic without any preparation at all, right? And you can use the tips. The tips গুলো কি ছিল? নিজের এক্সপেরিয়েন্স নিয়ে বলা, যে আমার নিজের লাইফের এক্সপেরিয়েন্সটা ইউজ করে আমি we were talking about a topic, or আমার opinion দিচ্ছি, let's say আমার কোন একটা opinion বা experience. So these are things that are personal to you, right? So যেটা করি, সবাই আমরা একে একে করে বলি যে কোন টপিক নিয়ে কথা বলবো। আমি
I want to talk about the habit that you were proud of.
talk about the habit that you're proud of. Okay, cool. Do you need prep time, or you're ready to go?
I need a little bit time, just few seconds.
Few seconds. আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, you'll take enough time until so you can take as much time as I need to ask everyone in this call what topic they want to select. Okay, you can take until that time.
Okay.
Shahrukh, what topic are you vibing with here?
Yes, I want to take a habit you were proud of as well.
You want to talk about the habit as well?
Yes.
But okay, but Omi has already selected the topic.
Oh, I
Achha,
cannot
ঠিক আছে. First
select.
topic you can do habit. Okay, first topic you can do habit, and then on the second one we can switch it up. All right. So ঠিক আছে. Bondhan Apu, which topic are you selecting? Bondhan Apu, mute আপনি. Apu mute.
Second topics that was about the place of Bangladesh, a memorable journey, actually.
Okay, amazing, amazing, cool. Place in Bangladesh that you are love and why? Okay, Tashvia, which topic do you want to go with? Do you want to talk about for 3 minutes?
The best and worst thing about being your age right now.
Oh wow, okay, amazing. It'll be very interesting to hear from you. Um,
Yes,
that's
good
the worst thing
choice.
about your age. Nasir and I being 31, and then right on the opposite end of the spectrum, we have Tashvia, the youngest one. What's the best and worst thing about her age? Okay, that's cool. All right, so we'll start. Just give me a sec. I want all Wi-Fi to show. Give me a- All right, so Ami, we can start. So I'll time you, okay? So
Okay.
when it's 3 minutes sharp, I'll tell you to stop. Okay. All right, you can begin anytime.
Okay. Um, uh, if I talk about my habit, so that I am very much proud of, I think that is reading. So when I was in class 5, I just got a novel book, a story novel book. It's about a detective novel. So that was my first book actually. And when I started reading that book, I was really amazed by reading that book. And I just finished the book within 2 days. And after reading that book, and it grew interest in my lifestyle about reading. So after reading that book, I started exploring different types of novel books and also some detective books. So uh, from is from that's how my reading journey started, and I built an habit of reading book. So and by reading that book, it actually helped me a lot by learning so many things. So by reading book, I actually my interest became in history, also travel. And when I grew up and became a little bit older, I think I have started to read self-help books. So this type of self-help book really helped me a lot in my life and in terms of my academic and also my extracurricular life. So I think I am very much proud of this book, have reading habit, and also, and by reading, I think it actually clears our mind and strengthens our uh, depth knowledge about anything, and and actually focuses us and from in some particular topic. So that's why I am so much proud of my habit. So in future I want to read different types of book also. So that's it.
All right, amazing. And you clocked around 2.5 minutes, which is great, which is amazing. I think you were struggling to find ideas to talk about during in the end of the, I think in the later part of the speech. So I was gonna interrupt you, but then I decided against it. But you could talk about your opinion. You started with experience.
Yes.
Then you could replace the fillers with like I think about reading, what I think about reading. I guess this is এভাবে করে you can just fill in the sentences that you think, but I think you did brilliantly because you introduced other points into the fray while talking about reading. And then you talked about শেষে কি বললা? You talked
uh,
about
just মানে এটার বেনিফিটটা কি আসলে?
benefit, which is excellent. I think that's an opinion that you had. right? Which is, I mean, not necessarily just an opinion, it's a fact. Reading has a lot of benefits, and you talked about that, which is amazing. I think if you were to sit down for an IELTS test right today, I think you're going to score above a 7, hopefully, right? Or at least a 7,
Yeah.
which is great. Um,
I'm just
which is great.
preparing for IELTS. Just pray for me.
No, of course, of course, and you'll do amazing. You'll do amazing. I think with continued practice like this, you're gonna do just fine. All right. So moving on to the next person, we'll come back to you. We have another topic to talk about. Sharuf, it's your turn.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you chose your habit. You're talking. You will talk about your habit as well. Okay, you
Yes.
can begin any.
So a habit I have, and I'm very proud of that, is consistency. As a uh, as a software developer myself, I think I have the strict and very consistency. I sit on my text daily, and I try to at least a commit every single day. This is the most consistency, and as well as I'm very fitness freak. And I don't know. Even though I don't have much muscle or something, but I love that going gym and getting fit uh, and I love this continuous discipline, and I think it is um, mm, keeping me stay confident and improve my lifestyle. Uh, mm, mm, and this habit, everyone should have consistency in their life as well. Even though anything, like as a student, a student should have a mm, 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 start consistency of learning new things. Mm, uh, um, and any other professionals or any households, and everyone has their a certain daily works in their lives, and that works in our daily to daily life, that keep us healthy mm, um, and give us mental peace. And that's it.
ভাই আপনার মাইকটা মিউট করা।
Sorry. So you clocked 2 minutes 40 seconds, which is great. So you were stuck in the end, right? That you're struggling to find points,
Making sentence.
right? So this is why I should put up these pointers in front of you. So whenever you're stuck about a topic, you always start to draw your personal experience. Yeah, you talk about your experience more and more. That's what Omi did, right?
Oh,
He
I
was talking,
forget that part.
yeah. So you just because when you talk about yourself, you don't need time. You can talk about yourself for hours, right? You have literally lived a life longer than 20 years. So you have many things to talk about. So that's your asset. When you talk about a topic randomly, that's your asset, your personal experience, right? Forget everything else that you have here. Just if you can learn how to talk about your personal experience and really leverage it, then you can become a great speaker. It's just, well, it's if I could replace all these 5 points with just one, It'll be used personal experience. Any topic. Even if I tell you, talk about a topic like building a rocket, trust me when I say this, you can talk about it. If you can use personal experience, you can talk about it. How? Probably at some point in your childhood, you wanted to make a rocket, or at some point in your childhood, you saw other people build something with a bottle and vinegar and a few chemicals that you can find at home to build something that just goes up in the air, few stories high, and then comes back again. I mean, that's a rocket that you saw on the TV. See what I did? I used personal experience to build a rocket, and that goes, you know.
Yes.
So I think, I just want
And
you to take this as a lesson, like find personal experience about that topic, like relating to that topic or pertaining to that topic, and then just use it in your speech. Awesome. Moving on to the next speaker. So again, just use the pointer that I've just shared with you, use personal experience to talk about a topic. All right. Nasir, you have any tips for Sharuf?
Yeah, so I think both Saruf and Omi can use a lot of clarity in their speech by using, let's say, first of all, I'd like to refer you guys to watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of TV series, listen to a lot of podcasts, and try speaking in front of a mirror. This worked out for me because I tried to play different characters when I was young. Let's say I used to love Chandler Bing. I loved Joey Tribbiani, the way they talked. I loved Neil Caffrey from White Collar, and I tried to impersonate them. And one of the big things that I was able to achieve by this is I was able to deliver speeches like they did for different instances. ধরো আমি একটা হিউমারাস জোক ছাড়তে চাইতেছি, ঠিক আছে? এখন I would try to copy Chandler Bing and try to pitch it that way. If I was trying to say something in a mysterious way, I would probably try to copy Neil Caffrey. Or your original version will come along the way, of course, but first try to uh, speak like how native speakers speak, and we comfortটা যত তাড়াতাড়ি you can gain, তত তাড়াতাড়ি you can be a very confident speaker. I think that is a shortcut to speaking really fast. আরেকটা জিনিস হচ্ছে যে if you don't like watching the series or movies that I suggested, you can watch what you like. It can be an anime, it can be podcast, it can be whatever you want, but just be more active in listening. তাহলে আস্তে ধীরে I think you can be a good speaker, and pair up yourself with a speaking partner. Make friends with people. Don't be shy. Uh, and even if it's in your workplace, in your university, try to talk to people and you know engage with as many people as you can, so that you can break through that barrier of speaking. So that would be my top advice.
Awesome. Awesome. Hope you guys can take this lesson from Nasir and use it in your speeches. Moving on to the next person. Bondanapu. You want to go next? Ready, Apu?
Okay.
You can begin anytime.
Okay. Now, actually, I want to talk one of my memorable journey in my life. So it was about 1 years ago when before I came to Canada. Actually, I visited to Rangamati. So Rangamati is very beautiful place. So we wished to travel there. So luckily we got opportunity to visit that place, and Rangamati is a very the biggest district, largest district in Bangladesh. So there have we visited the lush hills, scenic lakes, and rich cultural cultural tributes. So we enjoyed a lot. Actually, we enjoyed a lot, but the moment when when the last day we came, we had time to back return Dhaka. So that time we really we almost finished all the tourist places, visited the tourist places. So suddenly the weather was very bad. Actually, the thunder has stormed and windy, for which we did not actually prepared. So you know that the place was suitable for the winter seasons, but we actually unluckily we traveled there in the summer. So we got on the trap, and whenever we returned by the CNG, it was quite impossible to return. So even a tree just had fallen across the road. So we returned back and stayed at a mall for a while until the weather improved. Then we decided after and actually 1 hour after that we should return, and we have to cut the we had to go the rail station, because we bought a ticket train. But actually, when we came to the Rangamati, so actually we bought for uh, come and return to back return ticket, but we bought the ticket for different train. So, but we follow the same ticket time. Um, so suddenly we realized that actually we had no time. Train already left when we are at
You can stop.
Rangamati.
You
Yeah,
can,
we had to
Apuri,
come to the Chattogram
Apuri, you can
rail
stop.
station to caught the Chattogram
Oh, you can
train.
stop. You can
So
stop. You
suddenly
can stop.
we really sucked. Sorry.
Vandana, you can stop. You can stop. Sorry to stop you. I mean, this was a time challenge. So you clocked 3 minutes 49 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, which is great. I mean, I think you are just added, like you didn't want to stop, which is amazing because you are really invested in your own story and you loved sharing about it, right? This is why I mean you probably lost track of time. You just kept talking about it.
Yeah.
But I think when you
Yeah.
started talking about it, like there was a cold start. You could not find the right words. You're making more mistakes visibly, and it was very obvious that you were making more mistakes in the beginning of the speech. And then as you went right into it, like you were imagining yourself going, traveling on that road, and the tree fell across the street, and I think there were some beautiful uses of expression there. So I think that's great, and you can improve a lot. But I think there is something that didn't change much in your entire journey so far is your intonation. Like you use a very flat tone. You don't change it. You just talk like a talk with the same tone. That's something that you need to change, right? আমি যেমন অনেক নাড়াচাড়া করি, অনেক কথা বলে এরকম না, বাট লেটস সে ইউ গেট মানে ওই ফিডব্যাকটা দিচ্ছে আর কি, যে ইউ নিড টু ইন্টোনেশনস ইউজ করতে হবে, রাইট? ভয়েসের পিচ আপ ডাউন করতে হবে একটু হইলেও, আর আপনারটা বেশি ফ্ল্যাট. In fact, if you go to your Speaking Euro portal, you would see a lot of your pronunciation feedback. You can in fact check your intonation is always in the 60s range, 60, 65 এরকম রেঞ্জে থাকে. And that is a big problem because when you are in, let's say, I think you said that you wanted to get into the workplace again when the time is right for you, and then you want to get into marketing, right? So Asian cases, Asian environments, it's very important to be not just fluent, but you need to be authentic. You need to sound authentic. Like if you use the same tone, if you use the same pitch, if you don't vary your intonations, if you don't vary your pace, then you won't seem authentic. It'll seem like you have memorized something and they're running a script. বুঝছেন? এই পার্টটা I think আপনার অনেক কাজ করতে হবে. Fortunately, আমাদের প্ল্যাটফর্মে there will be a lot of challenges. Like I will probably open up 40-50 challenges just on pronunciation. Pronunciation শুধু ওয়ার্ড উচ্চারণ করা না, এই টোন, emotion, stress, emphasis, right? Emphasis. So প্রতিটা syllables আমি এক একটা stress ফেলাচ্ছি, right? So that's part of pronunciation as well. And then sentenceর emphasis থাকে, right? একটা sentence যখন বলি, pace কিন্তু same থাকে না। একটা সেন্টেন্স যখন বলি পেস কিন্তু সেম থাকে না। এই যে আমি যে কথাটা বললাম প্রথম পার্টটা কিন্তু আমি আস্তে আস্তে বলছি বিকজ দ্যাট ওয়াজ দ্য স্ট্রঙ্গার ক্লজ, দ্যাট ওয়াজ দ্য স্ট্রঙ্গার ফেজ, যেখানে আপনার শুনতে হইতো আস্তে করে। দেন পরের পার্টটা হচ্ছে আমি একটু তাড়াতাড়ি বলছি। এই জিনিসগুলো দিস অল ফল আন্ডার প্রোনাউন্সিয়েশন। সো প্রোনাউন্সিয়েশনে ইমপ্রুভ করলে যেটা হয় যে ইভেন ইফ ইউ নট ফ্লুয়েন্ট, রাইট, you will sound amazing. যেমন আমি একটা এক্সাম্পল দেই, who has seen Modern Family? Have you heard of it, right? Modern Family একটা টিভি শো। যে এখানে একটা লাটিনা আছে, ওর নামটা আমি ভুলে গেছি। Nasir, you remember?
এটা লাটিনা
হ্যাঁ, I'm so bad at pop culture.
নামটা I also forgot the name, but I recall who you referred to.
আমি হচ্ছে যে আমি you know just or grammar, it's even worse than you guys, by the way, but she gets called for TV interviews.
Oh yeah, Camel. I think that's Spanish or Mexican, right?
Mexican.
Right?
Julie Bowen.
Sofia Vergara, she's real life ও এমনি কথা বলে, ব্যাঙ্গে কথা বলে, কিন্তু oh my god, her emotion is just off the charts. Everyone loves hearing her. So this should actually count as inspiration for you guys. Her grammar is probably not, it's surely not the best, and she does not care, right? She will laugh and she'll move her hands and then she will make jokes, and then everyone is like, wow, what you're just fun to hang out with, you know? So আমার গোলটা হচ্ছে যে আপনাদের জন্য ওইটা, even if you make grammatical mistakes, pronunciation is so important, guys, like you have no idea, right? Even if you don't phonetically pronounce the word correctly, but there are so many ways you can improve your pronunciation on. And these are areas where you can work on, you know, like what's next part আমি বলবো আর কি। So এটা হচ্ছে যে বন্দনার জন্য feedback. Okay, so we'll have another topic hopefully to talk about. So আমরা এখন 3 মিনিটের জায়গায় 1 মিনিট করে ফেলবো সবগুলো টপিক। We'll choose a different topic this time. All right, so এটার আগে তাসফিয়া, you haven't gotten your shot yet, so are you ready? Okay, so you'll talk about the best thing about your age and the worst thing. Okay, so you can begin anytime.
Being a teenage right now feels like living in two worlds at the same time. It's exciting, and we're old enough to have big dreams and strong opinion. We started thinking seriously about our future, like our goals, our dreams. It's kind of enjoyment to learn new things and go ahead for my goals, think about my goals. But at the same time, it's also overwhelming. Everyone expects us to figure it out, choose the right subject, get good grades, always have to make the right decisions. Sometimes it feels like one exam can decide everything. Our emotions are intense too, like a small failure feels huge. Some days I feel too confident, and other days I question myself I question everything about myself. Being a teenager is confusing because we are not child anymore and not fully adult either. Still learning, handling pressure, expectations, our thoughts. It's messy and also challenging. That's what makes life more meaningful. This year shapes us. Every struggle, every dream, late night thoughts, worries. This is the stage where a person is built from inside.
You wanna keep on? You wanna keep it up? It was amazing, by the way. If you have more points, you can talk more. All right, amazing, Tashfia. You clocked right around 1 minute 40 seconds, but it was right like Tashfia's জন্য সবাইটা তালি দিই. It was amazing. She's a brilliant speaker, but I think she's not confident in her own abilities. You should be proud of how far you've come, Tashfia. Okay, I'm very proud of how far you've come. Very, very proud of you and your strengths. So one feedback for you is your pronunciation is amazing for your age and for your background. You go to a Bangla medium school, right? If I'm correct. For that background, you speak amazingly, right? For first, and second is I the strength of you are imaginative. I can see like when you're moving your eyes, you're speaking about those points, and then you can instantly bring those words from the air and then throw them out of your mouth, which is an amazing skill. That's fluency. You have fluency as well. Grammar, you're struggling a bit here and there, but I think you're improving as well. I think from the time that I remember, even a few weeks ago, I think you're right around third or fourth class, you're making more mistakes, but I think noticeably you're making less mistakes now, which is amazing. I mean, grammar is something that you should just improve without even thinking about it, right? You just improve, right? আমার যেমন ইংলিশ মিডিয়ামে যারা পড়ি, গ্রামার ক্লাসেস থাকে বা আমরা কথা বলতে 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 আমরা হচ্ছে কি it just feels right, it just feels right, মানে feels right এ আমরা যাই, it just feels right, you know what I mean? So I think ওই জিনিসটা গ্রামারটা হয়ে যাবে. When you practice more, it's very evident. You are all practicing a lot. Maybe thanks to the program or given your exposure to the program, you're thinking about English more, and then you're becoming more fluent. So it was just great. So grammar to ঠিক হয়ে যাবে, okay? Don't worry about that. I think if you do a few speaking challenges on the platform, you'll improve even more. You can talk about topics at a greater length. So আজকে কি 1 minute 30 seconds ছিল. Your challenge next time would be 3 minutes, right? And then 3 minute থেকে 5 minute. 5 minute থেকে 6 minute, 7 minute, there is no limit, obviously, right? Okay, great. So we'll have another round. Now it is a fast round. Then আমরা সময়ের অল্পতার স্বল্পতার কারণে, sorry, apologies for my Bangla. আমরা হচ্ছে যে পরের সেকশনে যাব ক্লাসে, okay? So we'll just do very, very rapid rounds. So আমি টপিক দিব and everyone will have to talk about that topic for a minute. এবার হচ্ছে যে আমি টপিক দিব. So I'll start with Bondana Apu. You will talk about a habit that you have that you're proud of. You can take 10 seconds. Okay, just think about just one habit and then locked in, and then you can start. All right, 1 minute কথা বলতে হবে, so এটা easier হবে আর কি.
The habit I feel proud about that I always maintain to go to bed and get up from my bed, and I always maintain, because if I don't sleep soundly, then the next day I can't function properly. So of course I really try to focus on my sleep, then I can function and I can do more on the next day, and obviously I plan, always make a plan. If I had any serious issue or any important, then I want to complete that works, and so for that sure I always sleep at the night, because if I don't sleep, that make so trouble.
Apu, 1 minute হয়ে গেছে. 1 minute হয়ে গেছে. Amazing. I think you got more ideas out this time. 1 minute ভিতর you could talk about more tangible topics about the habit of sleeping, which is great. Amazing. I think এই স্পিকিং চ্যালেঞ্জটা খুবই জোস হচ্ছে. because I think you're improving in real time, literally. Like, I mean, যদি আরো challenges করে আজকের মধ্যে, probably you will be improving more, which is great, which is crazy. All right, next up is Tashfia. You'll go next. I'll pick a topic for you, and it's gonna be a person who changed how you think about life. Probably a little too hard for you, your age, but I think you can do it. Whenever you're ready. Ready? Just pick one person and then you're ready. Or you can make it up if you want. Can be imaginary.
I think the person is my friend.
You can start.
Do I have to mention her name?
No, I mean, it's up to you. You can, it's totally up to you.
I
Ready?
think a person who changed my life is my friends. They are so special for me. They help me learn. They help me in studies. Now, I was so introvert, so they help me being extrovert in my class, and they also help me increase my confidence while speaking to my teachers. I think
Awesome.
I could not hold it anymore. I don't know it.
Opinion. Share an opinion about her. I think she's kind-hearted. She's an honest person, and I would love her to be. I would want her, like, opinions about her.
Yes, she is kind-hearted and she is too much extrovert, and she always entertain me in every situation. When I'm sad, she makes me happy. I never saw her sad. And when I was coming from Bhairav to when I shifted in Dhaka, she was the first time I saw her crying.
Oh,
That's
great. Amazing. Amazing. So see, the thing is, you think you don't know enough things about that topic, but you do, right? You just need to be more confident, I feel like, right? You have those things in your head. It's just that you can't draw on them. You can't extract them from your head, right? Okay. So, Sharuf, your topic is your biggest failure and what it taught you. Now, next হচ্ছে শাহরুখ, okay? তোমার topic হচ্ছে যে your biggest failure and what it taught you, okay? So 1 minute, it's not a difficult challenge. You just talk about it for 1 minute. If you don't have a biggest failure, you can make it up. Okay?
Yeah, I do have.
Hey, everyone has. I know
So-
about that. Okay. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Yes. So after my UGC, I was committed to for medical examination, medical test, and my parents was always wants me to be a doctor. So I totally devoted myself to studying hard, and I did study hard. Like in my wall, there was like full of study and sticky notes. I put it on them, and every day I revise all the chapters. And then I tried pretty much. My mom and dad saw this period, and they proudly said this my child did hard, but I couldn't make it up. I secured 11,000 rank. Uh, mm, I passed in for the private medical, but so that was my failure. I couldn't secure the public medical college. So and then I learned that mm, uh, mm, a failure is not the case that I tried and I failed, and I learned the journey, and not the I learned the journey through uh, how I can go for it, or uh, start a goal to achieve something. So now I can learn new things quickly, very quickly. That was my experience.
Awesome. Awesome. You took 2 minutes. I didn't stop you because I really wanted you to flesh the part where you learned about the failure and then how you plan to use it, which is always amazing, right? Cool. Next up is Omi, and your topic will be a person who changed how you think about life. And you can begin anytime you are ready.
Okay. Uh, if I want to talk about a person who changed the thinking of my life, I think it is my friend. His name is Abid. I just met him in when I was in my high school, and I was also a little bit introvert, but that friend was very much extrovert and very friendly to d- and he was very much open to discussion, and so after I became friend after we became friend, we actually shared a lot of opinions, and actually he taught me a lot of things like the hard times of our lives. He supported me, and I think that's how he actually changed my thinking about life. So uh, and and actually helped me become stronger for the better of the future.
Awesome. All right. Great. I think we all have that one friend in life who has taught us to be more expressive and who has taught us to be more extroverted, right? So I have friends like that as well, by the way. I wasn't quite I was a big introvert as well in my childhood growing up. I still am probably, but yeah, thanks to some friends that I had met along the way, they taught me to be more expressive, to be more out there in the open, and take shots with people, and try making more friends and all that. All right, great, amazing guys. খুব সুন্দর হয়েছে সবার effort, and I wish we had more of these challenges in the beginning of the program. I think this is more fun. Like, you guys are liking it more. I think it's obvious. সবার চোখে মুখে বোঝা যাচ্ছে না you're enjoying it. Not saying that you didn't enjoy the classes before. You did learn a lot of things. It's just that I think we practice time এখন বাড়তেছে, right? Like, you can feel it, which is great. So আমি এখন যেটা করব, we'll go to the next section of our class. We will okay. আচ্ছা, so এখানে challenge topics শেষ হলো, graduation plus closing, right? So you came in afraid to speak, you leave with a voice. That was the goal of this program, right? Everyone was what? Afraid, nervous, speaker. And then hopefully by the end of this program, you're a little bit more confident, right? You're a little bit more courageous to try speaking in front of crowds, in front of people, in situations where you need to win, where you need to seize opportunities and stand out. Hopefully, I pray and I hope that we could instill that confidence in you from this program. Even if you don't do classes anymore from next time onwards, even if you don't get to engage with us anymore personally, we want you to take away that lesson that you can be a confident speaker. All it takes is your efforts and your discipline to keep on improving through dedicated practice and just taking more chances in life, right? So if you take more chances in life, you'll definitely get to the best version of yourself in time. Even if it takes a longer time, you'll get there. And by the way, guys, like, you don't notice it. Like, I do notice like how much you guys have improved. Even আজকে ক্লাসের মধ্যে যদি আমি before after করি, it's crazy how much you've improved, right? So that's how crazy it is. Like, the more you speak, the more drastically you improve. The more you speak with with an audience who won't judge you, obviously. Like, you cannot speak with somebody who's gonna judge you, who's gonna put you down, who's gonna make fun of you. Like, obviously not that, right? Nobody goes to that kind of people. But এরকম environment, এরকম situation যদি বেশি পাও তোমরা, সবাই যদি বেশি পান, seek them out and try to be active in those communities. And if there are friends like that, spend more time with them and all that. And then you definitely see yourself become a better speaker, a better communicator, right? And get more opportunities in life. What's next? What's next is you'll get a certificate of completion, but there's a caveat. I want to set a minimum standard. All of you haven't done all of the classes. There are some of you who has done some classes, but the benchmark is you need to do at least 10 speaking challenges on the platform to be able to get the certificate of completion. It's for your own benefit. It's not like I'm gatekeeping. Certificate দিতে কোনো সমস্যা নাই. But I genuinely want you to put in some more effort as we planned for this program, and then you'll definitely see yourself improve even more, right? So আমরা আরো কাজ করব আজকে ক্লাসের পর, গ্রুপে অ্যাক্টিভ থাকবো একটু, and then আপনাদের সবার একটা অফিশিয়াল ceremonial completion হবে, which I want for you guys. এটা হচ্ছে যে সার্টিফিকেটটা will make that certificate like a digital certificate থাকবে, and we'll send it over to you to your email, to your official email that you used to sign up for this program. You'll get lifetime community access. You'll always be part of the group. If you want to crack a joke, if you want to share a meme, if you want to share a reel on that WhatsApp group, you're very, very free to do so, right? If you want to, send a stupid picture on the group and, laugh with everybody, please do so. I would love that, right? So you'll get that community access. And community access to the digital now, behind screens and behind the digital veil. We do want to meet up. আমি এবার একটা রোজার সময় I couldn't, like, quite logistically, there were some challenges to make this meeting happen. I know the 10th class was supposed to be live physical class, but here we are in the digital class. But a physical meetup announcement আমি দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করব soon, right? And it's going to be worth your time. বন্ধন আপুকে আমরা স্ক্রিনে রাখতে হবে ওই সময়, যে আপু দেখেন সবাই আমরা একত্র হয়েছি, সবাইকে দেখেন এভরিথিং। সো আপু নিশ্চয়ই জয়েন করবেন, আশা করি আমাদের সাথে থাকবেন এই ক্লাসের পরেও। কেউ যেন আমরা একজনকে ভুলে না যাই, that's the target, right? That's the hope. আর আরেকটা রিকোয়েস্ট হচ্ছে যে leave us a review. If you loved this program, if you feel this program has helped you, I personally would appreciate every one of you if you could place a review, because then you are helping us spread the mission to other people who might need this, right? And for yourself, like, yourself that there are a lot of people like this who are stuck in their life, who were stuck because they can speak well. They know English, is that they're afraid. So if you leave that review, it's going to help those people find us even better, right? So Facebook is the place where you can place a review. Google এরকম যাওয়া দরকার নাই। Facebook, it's simple that you can place a review. লম্বা review, like a comprehensive, like, it needs to be honest and sincere, like যেটা মনের ভিতর থেকে আসে। এই রিভিউটা যদি দেওয়া যায়, যদি দেন সবাই, I'll be really, really grateful. And if you want to get another live 10 classes, if you want to keep this up every week, right? And the classes will improve every time, as you can see. So you just need to pay 3,000 taka and you're all set. You're going to get another 10 classes every Friday and Sunday, right? The same time. Rojar shomoy 7টা, এবার রোজার পরে হচ্ছে 8 p.m. Same drill. So that's it. And আজকে আর কিছু নাই মনে হয়। Yeah, so I would like to invite Nasir to share some words with us all. Any lessons that you
Yeah,
have
of
had?
course.
Any
Um,
final words for us
I-
all? Any essentially, parting words for the students? Any words of motivation? Nasir is a great motivator. Always lovely
আচ্ছা
to hear me.
ভাইয়া, এই
all right.
চ্যালেঞ্জ গুলো কি এখন, মানে চ্যালেঞ্জ গুলো কবে নাগাদ দেয়া বা এমন কোনো টাইমলাইন আছে নাকি?
Timeline
You
usually just
should
like take.
finish it as early as you can. I think
Yeah,
that's the goal.
আচ্ছা,
yeah.
Okay, so I think this program originally was designed to help you guys out to become the best version of yourself, ideally in the future, by becoming a great speaker, right? Because what is speaking actually? Speaking ability জিনিসটা আসলে কি করে আপনার জন্য? It serves as a tool to allow you to achieve certain things in life. এটা আপনার ওয়ার্ক প্লেসে হোক, স্কুল কলেজে হোক, বা আপনার যে কোনো ডেইলি লাইফ সার্কামস্ট্যান্সে হোক, কোনো একটা বিজনেস ডিল করতেছেন, কারোর সাথে ঝগড়া করতেছেন, নেগোশিয়েট করতেছেন, এনিথিং, is a great speaker or a great communicator will always be able to figure out how to combat those communicative battles. Okay, how to figure things out on the spot. মানে স্পিকিং এর সাথে অনেক কিছু জিনিস অ্যাসোসিয়েটেড থাকে। To just to be able to speak fast doesn't mean you're a great communicator. What you need to do is যে আপনার on top of your head, or let's say in ekdom instantly, you should be able to generate certain responses. Of course, it doesn't mean যে আপনার এটা instantly আসবে. It will take time, but you need to practice. You need to practice how to do impromptu stuff. Like আজকে you covered some topics, talked about those topics ekdom instantly, and you should be able to amaze people by what you have in your mind. And I'll tell you what, a big surprise for you guys is যে আল্লাহ আমাদের সবাইকে, আশরাফুল মাকলুকাত সবাইকে অনেক পাওয়ার দিয়ে পাঠাইছে পৃথিবীতে, and you just have to unleash those powers. Having a great ability to speak means that you should be able to unleash those abilities, and then just watch how people get amazed by you, right? So it is very safe to say যে হয়তো আমি বা তানভীর, we have had the opportunity to spend more time in brushing up our speaking skills, whereas maybe you guys haven't. You guys were focusing on something else. But right now, it is time, and it is very crucial that you spend time in this. Not just only what we have taught in this program, but you have to go outside of what the program taught you. Our practice level is that you need to talk to more people, and I can see great potential in each and every one of you. You guys can do great in future, whichever career track you take or whichever path you choose, right? And with that, I'd like to end this speech, but of course not the relationship with you guys, because I think the relationship goes batchless. I think you guys can keep on communicating with us in this group. We would love to, you know, give you feedback or talk with you in general. Take us, be a part of your journey, inshallah. So yeah, that's what I had in mind, and I hope you guys stay in touch with us.
Awesome. Awesome. So, guys, do you have parting words with us?
বুঝে নেবে।
Ami, you want to say a few words?
আহ,
Um, I'm really glad to meet some instructor like Tanvir Bhaiya and Nasir Bhaiya, and I really feel very much comfortable speaking here. And that's why I think my fear of speaking English has now is so much less than the earlier place. And thank you so much, and that's all.
Sharuf, do you have any words for us?
yes, sure. It was a great journey. I think Tanvir Bhai has a great vision, and he wants to do something in Bangladesh. I saw your post in refactoring or introducing or improving the platform. You asked random people how we can improve. Uh, I think you're doing great job. Uh, and I hope this community or academy shine soon and help other student like us. And that's it, I think. And keep free,
Amazing.
keep in touch. That's it.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Next up is Bandhan Apu. Do you have any words for us?
Hello.
Yes, Apu. Do you have any words for us? Any parting words? Obviously, we're not saying goodbye. It's just that anything, any feedback, how you felt, anything.
I really feel blessed that I learned a lot from that course, because actually I know I have a lot of lackings. I should practice more, and I learned a lot of ways how to I should practice and what I have lack in my.
Hey, what's up, little buddy? What's your name? Oh my God, looks just like your mom. Naam ki?
Biras.
Biras.
Ji.
Hi, Biras.
Mm.
Hello.
I do.
Nice to meet you. This is Tanvir.
Well,
Tanvir, uncle. No, sorry, ki boli Allah. Bhaiya, bhaiya.
the little Vandana.
Little boy, yeah, just like her. Oh my God, just the resemblance is striking. পুরা আপনার মতো দেখতে আপু. Cute.
হ্যাঁ, ও জাস্ট এখানে সেপ্টেম্বরে ওর এখানে মানে জুনিয়র কিন্ডারগার্টেন ফার্স্ট স্কুল শুরু। তো বেশ ভালো ও বলতে পারে ইংলিশে। মানে আমাকে শেখায় ও
Hey.
এভাবে বলতে হবে, এভাবে বলতে হবে।
Wow. Hey, Biras, do you want to say something for us?
Tanvir bhai,
Yes.
hire him.
ও শাই।
We should hire him. Yeah, we should hire him as our new teacher. Why not? Why not? Hey, you can teach English, Biras, by the way. You're a native speaker. You're learning English as your first language, most likely. Bangla Bashabashi, which is great. Yeah, Apu, sorry to interrupt you.
No, ওকে ভাইয়া। তো জি ভাইয়া, মানে I would say that the journey was awesome, and I wish to spend more time with you. And
Awesome.
if I had chance, then definitely I would have met with you. But I think now it's not possible because of distance.
Yeah. But we'll make the best of it. Like online classes can work, as we can see, right? I think coming on video makes it a little bit easier. We can see each other, we can see each other's expressions. I think fear ta aro kom hoye jay, right? You can see each other. Like I think on camera, you guys are more comfortable. I can see you not turning off your cameras more often, which is great. I think you're comfortable, which was the point of this program. But yeah, physical classes are always best. Always, that's the ideal modality. But, we always make the best of what we have. And thank you, Bandhan Apu, for the kind words. And hopefully we'll see more of each other in the future if you do plan to subscribe more of these classes. And, more speaking time, more practice time, all that. We'll see all of them. Theek ase. Tashfia, any words for us?
I used to feel nervous about speaking, but this class helped me gain confidence. Thank you for everything you have taught us. I've always remembered the confidence this class gave me.
Awesome. So nice that you got the confidence that you needed from this class. In fact, I even got more confident by teaching you guys. Just so you know, I don't get to interact with a lot of people these days. ever since Attention Network shut down, so the number of people that I speak in English with has significantly reduced. So by speaking to you in English is helping me become better as well. So, I gotta thank you as well, I guess. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to guide you, and Nasir to guide you as well. Awesome. So with that, I'd like to end, and we'll still keep in touch. I definitely want to deploy the certificates to you guys. We will keep in touch about the speaking challenges, and you have unlimited access to the community and the platform for life. All right. It's just that if you want to do more live classes, that's when you need to pay. Even then, you don't need to pay the full amount. You can just pay less. With that, I'd like to end, and goodbye. Have a great rest of the night. And yeah, love you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.